Nice to meet you. My name is Annelina, and welcome to my adventures. Good morning, and welcome to the workshop again. This one here on my shoulder is the new steering rack, and these two right angle pieces are end of the tie rods, and they will be all installed inside the Mercedes front, because we have a little slack in the steering. The slack is not dangerous and urgent. Nevertheless, we want to replace the new spare parts once we are here at the workshop. Today's video is going to be a time lapse of the work we do, and you will see it fast forwarded. We need to focus on the actual work itself, so I cannot speak and hold the work for very long today, unfortunately. But nevertheless, I hope that you enjoy the videos. Please subscribe or hit like button. You can also share these videos in your network. I thank you for watching these videos and see you soon again. Thank you very much.
Because we don't have any fancy wheel angle adjustment tools available right now, we created a similar kind of setup ourselves. The purpose of these linear beams and laser measurements is to keep the wheel alignment approximately the same as it originally is. This precision is good enough right now, and we can check the wheel angles and get them corrected later at other workshop. The preparations are almost done, so it's time to have a look at this mechanical puzzle a little bit closer.
I'm sorry for the bad audio, but I try to explain shortly where we are. These 4 bolts and and the nuts are now open. They were exotic, so socket size 18, the bolt and the nut. And we managed to open all 4 of them, and now we have detached the power steering fluid connections and drained out a little bit of the power steering fluid. And next we are able to detach the steering rack from the vehicle. The lunch is over. I have freshened up, washed my face, and we still have the problem that this steering rack is not coming out of the vehicle. We need to detach more components and more brackets. This time we assume that the problem is solved by removing or detaching at least partly this bracket here. That is the end of the suspension, lower end of the suspension. So we try to detach that and hope that the steering rack will come out. Let's hope for the best. We got it. Here it is. Look at what we have here. It's finally removed. Took around 4 hours of work, I would say, from 2 and 3, well, from 3 mechanics. I don't calculate myself as a full-time because I don't have the skills yet, but 2 skilled mechanics and 1 apprentice. This here is the jig that our master mechanic has made. He had the idea that we attach the old steering rack to these pieces. It has the exact holes where the bolts go. And this way we can keep the dimensions correct for the next one.
Here we are wondering how to align the steering wheel correctly to the steering rack, and we give it our best effort.
the situation before afternoon coffee is that we have attached the new steering rack. We had some problems attaching the steering wheel to the steering rack over here, but we finally got it, and even the steering wheel is right way around, so hopefully it's not turned. Welcome back from the afternoon coffee. The dog bones I talked about, these ones, they are actually attached. Here is the suspension, and what is left to do is to connect the end of tie rods on both sides, and of course attach the whole wheel. In addition to those, we are also going to attach the cable rack underneath the engine, and of course add new power steering fluid to the reservoir and bleed the system from air. The power steering fluid is temperature dependent, and now the temperature in the workshop is +10 Celsius.
Just for the record, it is much easier to bleed the air out once you have closed the reservoir cap.
With this method, we got the result that this angle measured by here at the mark, here at the far end, the difference is 3 millimeters from the original dimensions. So it is pretty accurately the same angle as it was before.
The van is getting ready for the test drive. What is left to do is to check the torque of the wheel bolts and check the tire pressures. Unfortunately, something went wrong. We got the ESP error and we needed to troubleshoot that extra 30 minutes at the workshop. Luckily, we had one of the best technicians in the world with us. Enormous thank you for helping us thorough troubleshooting.
This is the evening test drive. So far so good. We needed to detach the bolt that holds the steering wheel to the steering rack. Turn the steering wheel one full turn to anti-clockwise because we accidentally put it back on the wrong position when we did this first time. So luckily it was not a big issue, and we fairly quick understood how to solve it. And so far it's so good, no errors anymore.
Tired but happy. It was time for a good night's sleep. I hope that you liked this video and see you soon again.